Hi everyone. In this video I'll talk about decision making concepts, that is if else. Okay, so let's learn the syntax of if else. That means if we have to decide if the condition is true, we take one course of action, and if the condition is false, we take another course of action. So let's see how this can be done in Python. So in the first program I will initialize the variables, and in the subsequent program we will take the values from the user. So here let's say a comma b is equal to 12 comma 4. Okay, so this I told in the previous video what this means. We can initialize two variables together in one line in Python. Okay, after this we will write, if you have to decide, now this program is about which number is greater, we have to print the greater number. So what we will do is we'll write if and a greater than b, then after that we have to put a colon here and press enter. Now you see, the moment I pressed enter after colon, it automatically indented. It has put around 4 spaces. It has given an indentation of 4 spaces automatically. So after this we will write, we want to print the greater number, so we will write print. And as I told you earlier in my previous video, that if we want to print, let's say this is greater than b dot control space, choose format a comma b, close the bracket and close two brackets, and then we will write else. Now if you write else here, this will give you an error. So what we have to do is we have to move back to where the if is starting. So press backspace and write else here and colon. I'll explain this later. Let me first finish this. So print, and again we will write, you can write it in single or in double quotes. Okay, so this is greater than this. If you do not understand this print statement, you can see my previous video in which I have explained what is the meaning of this print statement. Dot format, here we will write b comma a. Okay, and see now what it means is, if a is greater than b, it will print a is greater than b. That means in this case we have taken the values as 12 and 4. So 12 is greater than 4, so it will go into if this condition is true, so it will print 12 is greater than 4. And if we had taken the numbers, let's say the numbers were 44 like this, so in this case the first condition is false, so it will go into else and it will print 44 is greater than b, and then 12. See, b comma a. So that means the first curly brace will have the value of b, and the second curly braces will have the value of a. In this case, the first curly brace will have the value of a, and the second curly brace will have the value of b. So let's save this program. So file, save, and when we save it, we can save it, I'm choosing to save it on desktop. You can save it wherever you want. So let's say the name of the program is greater. Okay, and you need not give it any extension, it will automatically give it an extension .py. Now it is saved. Now we have to run it, so click on run, and you have to choose this option, run module, or you can press F5. So when we run this, so it will open this shell and see it is printing 44 is greater than 12. That means it is going into else. And let me change the values here. Let me make it 4, 12 and 4, save it, and again run it, run module. So now the output is 12 is greater than 4. So see, let us understand this now. What is happening in if else is, this is here this indentation was done automatically. I did not put the space. Okay, so automatically Python will insert will give an indentation of 4 spaces. So this is basically called a block. So if you have done programming in any of the languages like C and C++, you know what is the meaning of block. Okay, so here we do not have to make a block, it automatically creates a block here. And for non-programmers, here what we can understand is, if this is your first language which you are learning, what you need to understand is the moment you put a colon, a block is started. Okay, so it will continue as long as we can have as many statements under this if as we want. Let's suppose again I want to print one more statement, let's say hello. Okay, so we can have as many statements, so this block is continuing. So the moment you start with else, the else has to be indented according to if. So that means we have to move back to where the if was. Okay, so if you had written it like this, then that would be wrong. Okay, so we have to finish that if block. So when the else block starts, it has to start from where the if is. So this is what you need to remember. And the moment you put a colon after ends, it has started the ends block. And in the ends block, you can have as many statements as you want. Let's suppose here I write print by. Okay, and close this, save it, and let's just close this output window so that we have a clear, clean slate. And let's run it again, run module, and here see 12 is greater than 4 and it is printing hello. If I change it to 12 and 44, save it and run it again, run module, now it is saying 44 is greater than 12 and by. So I've put two statements in if and I've put two statements in else. So that means if block has two statements, else block is also got two statements. So you can have as many statements as you want in a block, and a block is also called a suite. Okay, you can either call it a block or you can call it a suite. So if you like this video, don't forget to click on the like button and please subscribe to the channel estudy.in if you've not already subscribed. Thanks for watching.